Welcome back to Northwest Elite Spirit, the channel you come to train your mind, body, and spirit. I'm Coach Brian. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that now and make sure to ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all of my newest releases. This is making ends meet. Now, most people, when they think about making ends meet, they think about money. But what I'm talking about here is, say, a task, a goal, a project. And currently, I got a hands-on demonstration of making ends meet on a property at the base of Mount Rainier, where I'm helping with large-scale gardening. And there are mounds of dirt everywhere. Some of these mounds are like 2 stories high, 30 yards long. Around the edges of the property, dotted throughout the property, a strip along this side of the property. And not only that, but being at the base of Mount Rainier, there's a lot of rocks. Some of them just the size of your fist, but some of them like the size of a pumpkin. And right now my task is to clear this pad that they created out of these rocks in order to put in a pond. And the pad is probably, just above my belly button high. Sharp incline initially and then flattens out. It's not really flat. Like I said, there's round, smoothish rocks the size of my fist, all the way up to the size of a pumpkin, dotted throughout in no pattern. I'm clearing debris and I am weeding in order to prepare for this pond. This is a project among many on this property that has been stalled out multiple times for just things that go on in life. And so people I'm dealing with often don't know where to start. And I'll tell you what I'm doing to help them out. So I'm walking up to this mound, this pad that we're clearing for the pond. And I look out and I scan the entire thing, kind of get a look at the entire picture. And I can't decide where I want to start. And I end up starting where I normally start, by looking down at my feet and seeing that there's debris that needs to be cleared at my feet. And so I just start clearing debris there. I'm doing it by walking across these very technical rocks, and I'm also down in combat base or duck walk, clearing debris from that pad. And at first I'm kind of doing it willy-nilly, like I'm just wandering around, like grabbing whatever I see, like spotting it as I go and chunking it that way. And that felt scattered, and I didn't know if that was like the best way to go about it. And so I switched to doing a swath. The footwork was no less technical. The strain of it was no less strenuous. But it just, maybe having a bit of a pattern helped me out quite a bit. But at one point, because it is so technical and strenuous, I want to take a small break, and I have my drinks and there's a big rock that's going to be used for a fountain directly across from me, and I have to like tiptoe on these rocks, and not all of them are in place. Some of them are loose, so they're like not only round and smooth in varying sizes, but not all of them are solid. Some of them are doing this as you step on them. And I get to the other side, and I'm on my break, and I'm looking out across this pad, and I got a good swath in, but I'm tired, I'm fatigued. And I'm like, man, I do not want to walk back, balance, tiptoe, dance back over to that side and start. But I didn't want to stop. And I was thinking to myself, man, how do I keep going? But also pace myself. And I look down at my feet, and there's debris that needs to be taken out at my feet. And I start there. I restart there. And I do it in a swath. And eventually, the end of the new swath meets the end of the first swath, completing that task. And I think we run into that often. I think we get going on a path that's working, and if we have to stop, we have a hard time resolving with ourselves starting again without starting again if we can't start where we left off before. And I say that in the end, you can get things done by starting or restarting where you're at. Once again, I'm Coach Brian with Northwest Elite Spirit, the channel you come to train your mind, body, and spirit. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, do that now. Make sure to ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all of my newest releases. This has been Making Ends Meet. If you found it interesting or helpful, hit the like button and comment your thoughts below. You can hire me to coach you online or in person by contacting me at northwestelitespirit@gmail.com. And you can find my books, The ABCs of Strength and Endurance and Running Made Easy, on Amazon and Kindle. Thank you.